Lauren is going to be my new roommate. We have been on a absolute rampage trying to find the best apartment. I thought I would make a video helping you guys out because I know tons of people are always looking for apartments year after year. And if you're anything like me, you're picky. Like I'm a menace. Like I'm a full-blown Karen when it comes to my apartment. I don't care. All the parts of me that are, ooh, don't be too much, like, oh, don't ask too many questions, out the window when it comes to my living situation. I feel like everyone should be that way, to be honest. It's so important for your mental health, your happiness, your lifestyle, everything. It's so important to take your apartment hunt seriously. We will talk about all the things that are so important in a apartment hunt, red flags, how to find a location, using an apartment locator, questions to ask. And I'll even leave a little PDF of questions so that you don't have to take notes on this video. First things first, did we use an apartment locator or not? Yes, we did. When you're using an apartment locator is to understand, are they going to charge you? So there's two ways that an apartment locator gets paid, basically. So either the apartment pays them, so whichever apartment you go with will pay them your first month's rent, basically. And that's kind of between them. It's very easy. You very much just say, this is who referred me, this is the apartment locator I'm working with, and they work it out on the back end, which is the only way that I prefer to use one at the stage of life I am in now. Otherwise, there is a cost to you. You will find that out very quickly into talking with your apartment locator. I've used an apartment locator in the past and it's gone really well for me. Number one, I don't have time. I don't know the city very well. I don't have time. There are so many neighborhoods in Houston. There's so many little things to know, and I'm a particular person. So it's so much easier for me to come up with a list, send it to somebody, and have them just send you back a list of apartments that are going to work for you. Not only will they give you a list of apartments, but they will also schedule your tours for you. So some apartment complexes are by appointment only, some are just really busy and they'll have to come back type thing. They will also help you handle your paperwork. Personally, I prefer to do that on my own. I don't need you in my business. That is totally up to you. I find the best way to find an apartment locator is Instagram. Usually apartment locators will be the people that are posting like dream apartments. They do the little video tours. Like if you're just searching apartments in your city, you will usually find, oh, this is a nice apartment, but they don't tell you which one it is. Those are apartment locators. Give them a DM, send them a text, whatever, however their preferred communication is, and that is how you get the ball rolling. Be aware, some of them are not on top of their job. Some of them are a little lazy. They're gonna make you one list and you don't like any of them. Yeah, they'll make you another list, but there is that hesitancy. They're gonna always just want to do a one and done with you. So be mindful of finding somebody that is hungry. Whether you're doing it on your own or with an apartment locator, you need a list of non-negotiables. I will tell you mine. Number one thing for me is safety. Safety for myself, my person, my things, of course, but also my car. My car is important to me. It's the only thing I have in this life. Especially as a renter, like it's the only thing you own, really, depending on your car situation. It's so important, especially where I live. People's tires get stolen. They're on blocks the next day. I don't need it. I don't need it. Don't quote me on this, but Houston doesn't have zoning. So like I like to tell people, you can slip into the ghetto real quick. Just keep that in mind. Next, as a content creator, it is imperative to my job to have great lighting. Another part of great lighting is the wall color. So my wall colors here are very green. I hate it. So great lighting is important, but not just in the morning, but also at night when I'm cooking, things like that. When I just want to film, I want to be able to film. I hate any resistance I have towards doing my job. And if you work from home, you understand where it's like any resistance I have towards doing the things I need to do every day, it's not going to go over well. Lighting test. Does the lighting look good? Yeah, we look great. But it's also important for my mental health. Houston, although Texas is sunny and all the things and we have hot weather, we have a lot of weather. We have rainy days constantly. I still need natural light so I can keep up my mood, to be honest. Or otherwise, I'm not getting out of bed. Why would I? Bathroom counter space and color. I need a lot of counter space. I need a lot of surface area because I have a lot of things, but also I just am the kind of person where I like room. I like space. That's just who I am. It's what I like. So know yourself very well. I think that's the most important thing, is just know what you like, and maybe go through your Pinterest. When you're in an apartment, maybe notice like, oh, I really like my friend's apartment. What do I like about this place? Oh, I like that their ceilings are like a foot or two higher than like the regular. That might be really important to you, but it's hard for you to know these things if you don't just write them down. Oh, I know. Oh. I would also say modern cabinets. So shaker cabinets, them dark wood cabinets, cherry wood. I cannot do it. I can't do it. Laundry units in home, that's so important to me. I ain't dragging my laundry out here. I'm not buying a washer and dryer. I'm not buying a washer and dryer. I'm not taking it from place to place with me. It's crazy. It's ludicrous. It's ludicrous to me. If I put in a maintenance request, I expect 24 hours max. Max, maybe 48 if it's like the weekend, holiday, something like that. Of course, are you going to fee me for little things that, frankly, like, I'm not getting a fee for a light bulb. Oh, you've lost your mind. Those are like non-negotiables, as well as a coffee machine. I have a coffee machine at home, but frankly, I like to walk downstairs to go and get my coffee. I would like an espresso machine. Those are the things that to me are important. Maybe not to you. If you don't drink coffee, this means nothing to you, but find what that means for you. Also, the gym. If it doesn't have a Stairmaster, it's gonna be a long day. You're gonna really have to convince me to live here because I like a Stairmaster and I like a cable machine with the ankle strap. Otherwise, my ass is gonna flatten out and then I'm gonna be sad. Mail lockers. I need my mail locked away because sometimes I'm not here. I get a lot of mail and I like to feel secure. Although a lot of these places that I'm running into have concierge, I'm gonna be on your ass. I'm gonna be on your ass, and I mean that in the nicest way. Like, I'm gonna be on your ass. I'll make sure, hey, where's my stuff? Are you trustworthy? Are you guys leaving packages around? That's something that I'm gonna look for when I'm on the tour. Are there packages that's left around unattended? I also prefer valet trash, but also having a trash chute is nice for when you have overflow or just like have a party, or sometimes I clean out my closets, my products, whatever it is. If I'm cleaning things out, sometimes I can fill up a bag quick and I won't want to see it anymore. So instead of waiting for the weekend to be over for you to come pick up my trash, it would be nice to have a trash chute instead of having to take it all the way to a dumpster. Pool, I feel like, is necessary in Texas. It's just too hot to not have a pool. A nice pool, it's nice for me. I like a good pool. Those are some of my non-negotiables, things that I absolutely need to have in a home. Space is important to me. Ceiling height is important to me. There is a certain square footage I would like for my bedroom, especially if my desk is in it. That's something that, like, I need. I can't feel like I'm always at work even though I'm right next to work. I also think it's important to have a few additionals because why not? A few of my additionals would be soft close drawers because I am a little heavy-handed. I love to slam a little cabinet, slam a drawer. This one's a little extra. A rooftop lounge. Do I need a rooftop lounge? No. Would it be nice? Sure. A digital thermostat with Wi-Fi enabled would be nice because sometimes I get in bed and I realize, oh, I'm about to be hot. Those are some of my additionals, but the non-negotiables are the things that I'm definitely going to send to my apartment locator. So you have your apartment locator, you have your list, you're so excited, you've vetted them, you've gone through the pictures, and you think, okay, these are the ones that I want to go and visit and spend time in and really talk to and take seriously. The tour is so important. There's so many red flags that you can notice off rip, that before you even see the unit, there are red flags. Number one, if they are rushing the apartment tour, we went on one yesterday. This girl was not having it. She said this tour will be 15 minutes or less. The customer service is giving me nothing. She didn't try to be personable. She didn't talk to us on the elevator. Like, it was just so dry. Another thing, and we'll get more into this, are bad reviews. Y'all, we found maybe 3 that had shootings in the past year. Are they ever going to mention that? No. Go through the reviews, take them seriously. Of course, some people are just disgruntled, but there's a reason. The first one that we visited, they had a fire alarm issue. So their fire alarms are going off for like 2-3 hours at a time. I was like, oh, okay. So I was like, I heard. And Lauren was like, you heard? What you hear? Girl. The end of the tour, I was like, let me just real quick take a little peek. Was there any resolution? Was she like, oh yeah, like it's been solved? No, we just haven't had that problem in a few months. And I was like, well, this review was left a month ago, so I don't think that's true. They are aware of their reviews. They know that they have bad reviews, and they are never going to bring those things up. An unclean lobby. It's the lobby. Come on. Like, to me, that would be a huge red flag. I can't deal with an unclean lobby, and honestly, to take it a step further, I don't like a lobby that is poorly decorated.
It's just not, like, the decor is so not my style, but it's okay. It's okay. It's not the point, Yvonne. I have to get past it.
And I know it's unnecessary, but I saw magenta and lime. I don't want to come home to this. It's not a huge thing, but the lobby being clean is absolutely necessary. If people looked like they didn't know where they were supposed to be going, I don't like that. I need my DoorDash to be like, boom, here. If someone's looking around, the concierge is like, oh, the elevator is this way. Who are you looking for? What apartment number? I need you to help them get my food to me hot. Also, can you hear the tenants next door? Next, how to find a location. Thread fingers, Twitter fingers, whatever you want to do. What are the best neighborhoods in blank city? People will tell you. People love to talk about their city. And you can notice that there are common places that people will have in common. Another thing is to go during the day and at night. That is one thing we haven't done yet. So when we narrow it down more and we are, you know, maybe choosing between 2 or 3 places, I would definitely take the time to go and visit at night, get out of my car and just like, you know, do a little, what's it like? Is it well lit? List the things that matter to you and find neighborhoods that fit that. So walkability is important to me. I like to walk in the morning. I like a shaded walk. It's just something that I do. It's part of my lifestyle, so I would like to keep that up. I don't want to be afraid to walk around. Another thing is to be close to a grocery store. I love the idea of being close to one, whether I'm picking up my groceries, walking with my groceries, whatever it is. I just like the idea that I can go and run and grab whatever I need at a moment's notice, and I am encouraged to cook more at home. Here's a couple things, a few tips that I would recommend during your apartment tour. Checking the water pressure and temperature. Turn those faucets on. Every single one. Flush the toilets, do everything that you can to ensure that everything is up to your standards. Also the loudness of the AC. I don't want to live near a train track. I don't want the lawn people to be coming by every single day here. I'm like, y'all, we need a schedule. And ask lots of questions about that. I also think it's so important to take photos and videos. Take your time and do not roll too deep. Do not bring your mama, your sister, just bring your roommate or bring your boyfriend, whoever is going to be living there, bring them. And if it's just you, bring somebody, of course, so they can ask questions that you're maybe not thinking of. Just don't roll with 3, 4, 5 people. I think that's so unnecessary and it does give you a bad impression. You are also trying to sell yourself to them. So I will always dress nice and comfortable. I'll wear my little tennis shoes. I probably honestly wouldn't wear a top like this. Like I'm wearing something a little more covered up, a little more, you know, classy, cute, because I want you to think the absolute best of me. Now on to the things that you should ask. Number 1, what does it take to get the security deposit back? It should be pretty standard. If they start rambling off like a really ridiculous list, I would be like, I want to see all of that in writing. How many parking spaces do we get? Does each leasing holder have one? Do we get an extra one? Like, what's the parking situation? Are there quiet hours? What is the average noise level? Is there air travel? Are there trains? Is there Wi-Fi in the building? Who is the service provider? Are utilities included? What are the guidelines for redecorating? Can I drill? Can I drill into the wall and put cords in the wall? Or can I just like put up a picture? Like, you know what I mean? There's different types of holes. And they'll tell you that it costs like blank and blank dollars to refill type thing. Do you have surveillance cameras? If so, where are they? I would also like to know how many tenants are here. What is your occupancy? Are there many children? Are there children on my floor? What is the age range of the tenants that live here? And another important question would be, how many tenants have been in this particular unit? I think that's so important. Personally, I love to be the first. First, without dealing with any of the like, oh, this doesn't work, just I like to be the first. But I would ask, did they have pets? Who was in this unit before and did they have pets? I think that's a good question because I don't want to smell anything. Another question that I did see was, what is the pest treatment history? Have they ever had fleas here? Have they ever had bed bugs? Do they ever have a roach infestation? You can ask those questions. Will they have that information on hand? Maybe not. Be mindful and do as much of your research beforehand as you can. Do not sign anything your first time visiting. Always ask about specials. A lot of apartments will run specials, bonuses. I would also ask them about how many people re-sign and what does that look like for them. So is your rent going down? Is there a rent increase? What does that rent increase? What is the percentage of that rent increase? Do your due diligence, take your time, take as many photos and videos as possible. Zoom in and find your perfect apartment because you definitely can. I will keep you guys updated via vlogs on how our moving process goes, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like it, don't forget to leave it a like. If you like me, don't forget to subscribe. If you want to see more of me, you can always check me out on my Instagram, yvannagilliam, and I hope this video found you in the best place possible. Bye!